Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of CES 2015 on BeTerrific. I'm Michael Artis. We're at the Sands Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Thanks so much for joining us. You know, I teased before the commercial that we were going to have something for audiophiles, but also for everybody else who just loves music. There is a system called Pono. It's developed by Neil Young. He is the CEO of the company, and we've got Kevin from Pono here. I just listened to this for the first time. I am blown away. I want to give you a little background on me first so that you know that I'm qualified to talk about this. I have sat at cello with Mark Levinson, and before that at Mark Levinson with Mark Levinson.
Cool,
and have heard some of these amazing systems, as well as other systems. This is, without a doubt, you're using regular Sennheiser headphones.
Yeah.
No big deal on those.
Yeah, these are middle of the pack. They retail for around $200.
That is single-handedly the best sound I've ever heard from a portable device, and it sounded amazing. It sounded like I was really sitting in front of a big system.
Cool.
I am blown away. It's $399. Is it readily available? I mean, could anybody just get it, or are you back-ordered and back-ordered and back-ordered?
Right now, you can get it on ponomusic.com.
Okay.
And we also have them available at Fry's.
Okay.
And boutique audio shops across the U.S.
Very nice. So the idea here is to get vinyl quality sound into a mobile device.
Yeah.
How have you guys done that?
Well, the idea is really just to get the maximum a human ear can really take in and absorb at once, and get the full analog capability of the sound as it was recorded by the artist in the studio. So CD quality, CD digitizes at 44.1 sample rate with 16-bit depth.
44.1K hertz.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I'm helping the audience out a little.
Yeah. Thank you. And that's only a fraction of what the human ear can process, and that's why when you get a vinyl that was pressed right from the analog master, it sounds fuller, and that's why people are always like, vinyl sounds better. So what we're doing is we're digitizing music at the ceiling of what a human ear can process digitally, which is 192 kilohertz sample rate and 24-bit depth.
Wow,
yeah.
Very nice. And so you're going back and digitizing old music from the masters.
We have agreements with the three major labels, Universal, Sony, and Warner, and they are redigitizing some stuff for us, and we're putting pressure on newer artists as they release stuff to go back, go to their management, say, hey, are you giving the label my CD master, or are you giving them the full master? And you know, hopefully we're seeing the artists we have in our limited edition series have all gone back and gone through hoops. We've had Metallica and the Foo Fighters go back to the studio and touch up their masters for us. It's really cool.
That's really amazing. I mean, did Neil ever think that he would be doing that? I mean, he's an artist and he's amazing, but I mean, to come up with an electronic device, and I got to imagine at some point for him, with his fame and everything, it's got to be like a hassle to almost do that. But it seems like a labor of love.
Yeah, I mean, the real passion driving this is it's just that, I mean, the musical history of like the human race is like withering away on tape in the vaults of these major labels, you know, and they have fires, and we've lost content,
and it's not been digitized properly.
Yeah, and soon the only thing left are going to be these digital copies, and if the maximum we have is CD resolution, we're leaving out, you know, the majority of the experience of listening to music, and realistically, yeah, we're just not going to have the analog forever. So
what about recording today? If somebody goes into the studio, records something today, what do they need to do so that it's recorded right? Is it just as simple as recording it at 192K hertz, 24-bit depth?
Yeah, so if you're an artist going into a studio right now, ask what the engineer mixes at. A lot of boards have a maximum capacity of mixing only at 44.116. And I mean, that sounds great. I mean, CD quality, don't get me wrong, sounds great. But if you can, try to find a way that you can have it recorded at 192.24
and then
or something higher than CD.
And what kind of file? Is it an AIFF or is it an ACC or?
Well, our player plays back anything. Like you could plug this into your laptop, drag over your entire digital music collection, and it would play it fine, and it would sound really good.
See, I was going to ask that too, because I was going to say,
Yeah.
like, you know, if I buy stuff from you guys, but then I have stuff I already have, or you don't have some stuff that I want to put on there, could I just drag that over?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we are targeting 192.24 FLAC, and we chose FLAC just because it's open source. We're not hiding anything. We're not encrypting anything. We're just trying to be honest people about it, you know.
And so what kind of program makes FLAC? Like if I want to make that as an artist, if I'm going into the
Everything.
studio, is that Pro Tools?
It's just a free open source audio format.
Okay.
So,
what's it like working with Neil Young?
working with Neil's great. You know, he's just he's a cool guy. He knows what he wants, and just no bullshit.
Awesome. $399 for the device. It's very reasonable for audiophiles. It fits in your pocket. How long does the battery last?
The battery lasts around 6 to 8 hours.
That's pretty good.
Of playback, yeah.
And so and it's easy. It's a USB connection. I just plug it into the computer and get it on.
Micro USB connection to your computer, and then we have software called Pono Music World, which you can download and use to manage your music library, and drag stuff onto it, pull stuff off of it.
I literally thought this was going to weigh like 10 pounds. It weighs nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty light.
And you got a line-in jack, a line-out jack as well as a headphone jack? Is that what?
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. We've got a headphone jack and a line-out jack. So if you have two sets of headphones, you can put them both in, and you can share a listening experience on a train or something with your buddy. But the real reason to have two jacks is so that we can do a balanced output. So the very upper echelon audiophile kind of setups offer something called balanced output, which requires a stereo left and a stereo right to be fused into one signal for a really, really crisp and spatial sound.
So what you can do is you can plug this into one of those systems like you would a record player, or you would a CD player, I guess, or some other kind of media player. Can you just show this, hold the Pono up like this?
This is just my dev unit, you know, just...
Your dev unit, that means your development unit.
Yeah, just for trying new stuff out and poking around. But we actually only offer, we offered the Chrome for our limited edition players, and we actually don't sell the Chrome anymore. We only sell yellow and black on our store.
Very nice.
And
how long was this in development?
Oh, it's been a while. The idea was thought of by Neil years ago, and I went through a lot of different kind of product iterations before we really got to something that sounded the best, like just so good that we wanted to be like, okay, this is it, this is what we want to push to market. And we did a ton of stuff. And
you've been there since the beginning? I
have not, no.
Okay.
No.
How'd you get to Pono?
Interestingly enough, I just sent emails to contact at Pono Music for a few months.
You play?
Almost a year. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. You have a band, or you just play, or what?
Yeah, I have a band in San Francisco called Ice Cream.
Cool. Is it available on Pono?
Yeah, we're working on that. We're getting our distribution down to do that. But,
okay. And how about like iTunes or something?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what do you play?
Guitar.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
You got to play the guitar. I love it.
Yeah, cool, man.
And check it out on iTunes, and of course check out Pono. That's just unbelievable. Are you having fun at CES? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this place is a zoo. It's crazy. I mean, to all your users and people watching right now, it is crazy. This is my first CES, but damn.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
What kind of music you like?
I'm a rock and roller, I'd say.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, I'm Michael Arces. We'll be back with a whole lot more here from CES Live. This is your live continuing coverage of CES 2015 on BeTerrific. We're at the Sands Expo. That's the new pavilion for CES about startups, innovation, entrepreneurism. You just saw the Pono, a very innovative new product. We'll be back right after this with a whole lot more. Stay with us.